Hello, fellow vintage lovers. Hope everyone is having a wonderful Wednesday. I wanted to go ahead and shoot this haul video and also give you kind of an update on what's going on with me and sales and everything else. So, first of all, look at all these goodies. I went to an estate sale. Gosh, it's been a while now. Where they had a bunch of mid-century Christmas. And these are the pieces that I picked up there. I'm going to go over them individually. The rest are pieces I picked up at the flea market. There is a little flea market out here in the country that I have had the pleasure of going to twice now. And I've met some really good people out there, very dedicated to vintage, and had some great conversations out there. It's a totally different experience than going anywhere in Dallas, and it is one of the perks of living out here, I think. So without any further ado, I do want to let you guys know that tonight, the Wednesday night live sale that I do with Gina is not happening. We will be back on Friday for our jewelry sale on Gina's channel. She is Vintage Digs, if you don't follow her. That sale's at 5 Eastern, 4 Central, and 2 Pacific. And then on Saturday, we will have our Shopaholic sale, which is here on my channel. That sale is at 2 Eastern, 1 Central, and 11 a.m. Pacific. So, I'm going to go ahead and just go over all these amazing items. I'm going to start with the Christmas because, well, it's almost Christmas in July, and I couldn't resist. So at this estate sale, there we go. It was very hardcore. It was a collector of all things like Western cowboy memorabilia, all sorts of things. This person had been collecting, his entire life. So a lot of the people at this estate sale were there for that. Anything cowboy is very popular in Texas. I think it is across the country. But there was a huge line to get in. I think I was the third group of people to go in. And I was so worried. The reason why I chose to go to this estate sale was because of these Santas. Oh my God. So luckily, I don't know if fate told me, something told me that as soon as I got in the house to turn right. And as soon as I did, the first door was the Christmas room. It was wall-to-wall people. There was no social distancing at all. People were grabbing, including myself. There were no baskets. So I was literally just holding as many of these pieces as I could. I know I dropped some. I'm sure I did. But, I had driven an hour out to Dallas from here, so I had to get them, and I had seen these in the preview pictures for the estate sale, so I was ready to fight, and boy did I did meet some interesting people at that sale as well. The checkout line was about 45 minutes, I believe. So anyway, these are what I got. Oh my God, I don't even know which Santa to start with. Let's start with this hugging Santa. He's a little rubber face Santa. Guys, honestly, I haven't had time to look any of these up. They have been sitting in a box, and I thought, you know what, it's time to show them. They deserve to be seen, right? So he's absolutely adorable. No tag. Love him. Then, oh my gosh, guys, this guy is magnificent. He is in excellent shape. Look at his face. Oh, there's the dog hair. I'm so sorry about that, y'all. If you follow my channel, you know that I have pets, and so I do apologize. It is now gone, but look at him. He is just a jolly old Saint Nick. I love his hair. I love everything about him. His beard is everything. Here is the back. He is an ornament, it looks like. Yeah, there's a string there to hang him up. He's awesome. He is big. Just to give you a comparison, here is another one. This little ornament, he's got a bottle brush tree. And he's wearing like an orange colored suit. Probably faded some with age, but some of these are kind of like a maroonish color. He's in great shape as well. Super cute. Then I got another one like him. I always get these whenever I can. I just think they're adorable. Love the mid-century Santas in this pose. Super, super cute. Made in Hong Kong. So cute. You know, he's like the tree topper style. Let's see, is he an actual tree topper? I don't believe so. I don't see any holes, but you could certainly make him one if you wanted to for your little vintage Christmas tree. You could do whatever you want with him. He's so cute. Then, oh my God, this one. So this one just kind of makes me happy too. Every time I look at that face, look at him. He's magnificent. He's got a great beard too. You know, all these are in used vintage condition. You know, they've survived quite a while. Yeah, some of them, what, 50, 60 years on some of these? Look at him. He's just absolutely amazing. Love him and his beard. Then I've got this little plastic guy. I don't think I've ever seen him before. I love his eyelashes. As you can see, somebody's kind of sloppily painting him, but that's okay. He's still awesome. There's some coal paint missing. He is acrylic. He's just like a hard plastic. How cute is he? The eyes. It's about the eyes on him. Then I got these 3 ornaments. And I've not looked these up. I'm assuming they're old Japan. I was seeing if there's any marking. I don't see one. So you've got this little boy sitting on some hay, a little farm boy. How cute is he? He does have actually an ornament hook on him still. Again, I haven't really had time to do anything with these, but it was time to show them. They've been sitting in a box, and every time I walk into my inventory room, I was seeing these faces, and I was like, they got to come out today. They just had to. They spoke to me. Then there's a little girl. So there's 3 of these little, I guess, farmers. She's got like a bowl. I guess maybe she spilled it, and that's why she has this expression. I haven't seen her before either. Super, super cute. I think these were probably a set. Here's a third one. She's got a bonnet on. It does need, and I know it can be fixed, but it just needs to kind of be pushed back into shape. But look at her. She's so freaking cute. Her little apron. Oh my gosh. I just love her. Love, love, love her. Okay. Then here I have, he's a squeaker. He is a squeaker, guys. These, you know, can be quite valuable. I'm waiting for the dogs to come running. He's got such a good squeaker. He is marked here. I cannot remember. I looked him up when I first got him. And let's see here. I'm going to have to put this down so I can tell you what this says, because I cannot read it. You all know I still need to get my eyes checked. So I do actually have an appointment. I go on June 20th, and I'm super excited because I need new glasses so badly. You can probably see this just fine, but I cannot. But give me a second so I can tell you who makes this guy. Okay, guys, he is Arrow. So I do believe he is quite valuable. I love him so much. So it's a dream of mine to get a Rushton at some point. I don't ever see them in the wild here. Occasionally I'll see them at an antique mall priced, you know, as they should be, retail. But some of these kind of are Rushton-esque, if you ask me, especially him with the boots. But I don't believe he is. Now first of all, look at him. He's adorable. He does need a little help. There's a little bit of maybe staining there. He just needs to be cleaned up. I know a lot of you don't mind and will be happy to put a little bit of work in to fix him up. I mean, I couldn't leave him behind. When I see things like this, even if I know they need a little bit of work, I do grab them anyway. I can't. They have to be rescued. So anyway, here he is. He is tall. He does stand up. So there's 3, including the squeaker, that do stand up. How cute is he? He does need to have his beard styled as well. Oh my God, he's so cute. Then I have this one. He is he's a hard plastic. I can't remember if he's a little bit rubber faced there, I do believe. Look at his eyes. He's freaking awesome. I love his face too. He's so jolly. For those of you that are not ready for Christmas yet, I do apologize, but these just couldn't wait. Santa had to come out today. Okay, let me go ahead and show you some other things I got. The rest of these items I picked up at the flea market. And like I said, I met some amazing people, made some good contacts, and yeah, so one of them actually has a retail space here in town, and she's retiring. So it's something I may look into. I will definitely keep you guys posted. I've got plenty to keep me busy right now, which is, you know, kind of this little life update I want to give you guys. I'll do it at the end though. But this mid-century cock, I have to say it, is beautiful. Look at the glaze on him. He does have a little plastic eye there, or eyes. There's one on the other side. He is felted, so I'm not quite sure who makes him. He's magnificent, guys. He's tall, and he is so cool. Oh my gosh, I just absolutely love him. Then I got these two owls because, you know, if there's an owl that's cool, I will pick it up. This is an old mid-century Japan owl. He is a candle holder. I do have one very similar to him, so I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to keep him. If anybody's interested, definitely reach out to me. We can work something out. He does still have like his little twine there to hang him up. He's just really cool. No damage on him whatsoever. There's where the little votive goes. And then I've got this one, this little Pudge Pudge. I do have a couple of these. I think he is bigger than the ones I have. These were very popular at one point. I'm trying to remember if he's Thai. Yeah, he's Japan. Again, these are also mid-century. I'm not going to leave an owl like this behind if I see it. Even though I keep saying, no more owls, no more owls. I can't. Then I've got these two little, these are plastic, salt and pepper shakers. I think they're really cool. They're obviously copper. You know what? This is a metal. I thought it was all plastic, but it's not. The top part is metal, and then the bottom here is acrylic. These are made in the USA. They're really cool. They look like they've never been used. There's no scratches or anything on them. I'm trying to get this to focus. There we go. Really cool. Love those. Then I picked these two up, and I don't even know if they're vintage or not, but I thought they were super cool. These are China pieces, and they are dragon riders, or dragon, the people that stand when they're doing the parade. People are in these, I wouldn't even call them floats. Let me see if I can turn this around and maybe give you a better idea. But here is the guy here in the middle. Okay, I did go ahead and look these up because I couldn't quite remember what holidays these dragons are used in. These are for the Dragon Lantern Festival, or the Chinese Lantern Festival, and then Chinese New Year. So I've had the pleasure of being in Chinatown in New York when these festivals were happening. But anyway, I just thought these were super cool. So there is a guy here, and this is how they do the dance. They have someone inside the dragon costume. Usually they're long, and they have several people in there, and the dances are so intricate. I've always wanted to see like a documentary or something on how they do this. But the dragon in Chinese culture was meant to ward off evil, as well as to bring people good luck. So that is why they bring these out for New Year's and lantern festivals. So this one, you can kind of see the people's feet there, but the dragon is just so cool. And these, they do, I think that they are battery operated. I'm assuming, I haven't even opened them, but the batteries probably are old in here, just because of where I picked them up, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, hopefully with batteries, I can get these to work. They'll probably come into a live sale. I think they're really cool. You know, I love my Asian culture and art, so yeah, I just had to get these. I think they're super, super cool. And then the rest of what I wanted to show you is kind of a hodgepodge. Oh, I forgot about this. So I don't always pick up modern-ish purses, but I do when they're special, and I wanted to show you guys this. This is an Andy Warhol purse. It was sold at museums. back, well, I don't know how old it is, to be honest with you. I think I looked it up at one point, but I can't remember. I can't remember anything since I've moved, guys. I'm sure you can relate. So it looks like this purse was never used. I don't know if this is an eBay item. It may come to a live sale to see if any of you are interested. I think it's freaking awesome. Badass, if you will. It's, of course, got the iconic banana here. It's a really well-made purse. I, of course, love the high heel there. Really, really cool. So I had to pick that one up, too. Okay, guys, so next up I wanted to show you some books. I keep mentioning at the live sales that I have picked up quite a few books. Unfortunately, when we're doing our haul sale, we try to go fast. So I don't like to always bring the books to the haul sale because I know I can take a lot of time talking about them because I get so excited. So I thought I'd show you guys a few here. I do want to mention if anyone sees anything that you're interested in this video, you can reach out to me and purchase them from me straight from the video. Okay, so this book is a Star Atlas. I took astronomy and astrology, actually, classes. Actually, I took astronomy back in high school and in college, so I thought this was really cool. This book is very, very old. It's from 1966. I shouldn't say very, very old. But the first printing was 1910. Yeah, that's right. So I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I just thought this was really cool. And I got another book, another astronomy book about the stars as well, that I'll probably offer up in a lot. I love looking at star maps. I just think it's so freaking cool. Just something interesting that this is making me think of. There's a company now that offers to do a star map for you based on the date and exact time, like what would have been seen in your sky, to mark special occasions, like maybe your wedding or, you know, a significant event in your life. And I'm thinking about doing that. I just think it would be really cool. And they come like on museum quality paper, and you can even have them framed and sent to you that way. But I just thought that would be something really, really cool to do. So I may be doing that at some point. Let me know if you're ever interested in seeing videos about things like that I do, because I'd be happy to show you. I just don't want to bore you guys with that kind of stuff. Okay, so I did get this book of Bible stories. Excuse me, I got a hiccup right there. It has amazing illustrations. Let's see, this is the 1973 version. Hiccup again. Of course, this tells like the most you know, well-known stories in the Bible for children. I do like the 70s art. I think it's really cool. Some of it is kind of scary looking, if you ask me, but I think the art is just amazing. So anyway, I've got this. This book is in very good shape. Oh, look at the hummingbirds. Gotta show them. Oh, and that fish. Trying to see if it shows how many pages. 243 pages or so. So it is divided into the New and the Old Testament, but I just thought this was too cool to leave behind. It looks like somebody's has a bookmark of a price sticker in there. Then I got this. So I do like to pick up art books whenever I can. And this is Wyeth. Now this is probably going to be an eBay item. I'm not quite sure. Oh, I just noticed it says Dallas there. That's kind of cool. So these books, you know, they do retail for quite a big amount. And some of them can be highly collectible. But I love this artist, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to get this book. So again, if this is something you're ever interested in, let me know, and I can be on the lookout for more of these. I know that my girl Jenny likes picking up books like this as well. She's very into art too. So anyway, so this is the Wyeth book. Very, very cool. Then I have, this is the other book I got on the stars. I think this is from the 60s as well. I cannot remember. Yeah, 1962. And I just think this book is super cool. Again, there's some star maps. There's some charts in here. Just really, really cool. You know, I don't want to say this, but if you're into junk journaling, there's probably some really cool pictures you could use in here. Some of these star maps as well as illustrations in here. I'm telling you, the Earth is a globe, not a disc. Not only that, guys, it's not flat, okay? Just saying. Anyway, so here's this book. Very, very cool. The Year-Round Celestial Clock. That's awesome. Okay, so this next book, excuse me while I bend over, is a book that I had as a child. So I had to freaking get it. This book was given to me by my great-grandmother. I was a horse girl growing up. I still kind of am. And this is one of my favorite books. These are classic 1950s illustrations. Look at him and his horse. It's such a cute book. I'm just going to show you some of these pictures. It's making me emo just to look at them. It tells you all about horses. See how much he loved horses. It teaches you about riding. And I think in the end, I'm trying to remember, I just remember how happy these pictures would make me. But I think in the end, he does end up, there he is cantering, getting this dapple horse of his own. Yeah, it is his horse. I'd like to ride him for days and days and days. He even becomes a champion rider. It's so, so cute. So here's that one. Then I've got two more. I've got a Little Red Riding Hood. I think this is from the late 60s. I'm trying to remember. It's got some really cool art. 1961. Okay, yeah, this is made in Italy, and it definitely does look like Italian art at the time. Look at that tree, for example. I thought this book was really, really cool. Of course, there's an owl, so I'm going to like it, right? Look how they did the wolf. I mean, freaking amazing. This book is fantastic. And I do believe I paid up for this one. Yeah, I did. I didn't look it up. I just thought it was cool enough to get, even paying up for it because I had never seen it. And I thought the art in here was just absolutely incredible. And it is. Okay, so there's Little Red Riding Hood. And then the last book I want to show you is The World of Plants and Animals, which of course I'm going to get. 1972. And then I got these all at the flea market. It was really, really hot. Shrews. And I went solo this time. My husband didn't want to go 2 weeks in a row, which I don't blame him. You know, it's Texas in the summer. And I can, look at that whale. I can take a long time at a flea market because, I mean, of course I love digging and finding the treasures. So anyway, I wanted to get footage, but hopefully next time I'll be able to. Unfortunately, I need to order like a cart on Amazon, like a little rolling cart, because I never had any hands-free. I actually had to go back to the car a couple times to drop things off because I just didn't have. Hi, Tammy and Linda. I didn't have enough room. Well, my arms were not big enough to carry everything. So anyway, there is that book. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Again, no Wednesday Night Live. Excuse the boxes over there. I'm still in the process of unpacking. I did get a lot done yesterday in regards to my inventory, and I cannot wait to show you guys what I've done so far. We are still decorating. We're having to kind of renovate things as we go, which is why you haven't gotten like an update on the house, but I promise that's coming. I want input from you guys on paint colors, especially here in the foyer and the living room. And yeah, I guess that's it. So we will see you on Friday for the jewelry sale. And again, if you have any questions or you're interested in anything, you can always reach out to me on Instagram, or you can email me, calypsoantiques@gmail.com, and all of that information will be at the end of this video. Okay, guys, I love you so much. I'm sorry it's been a while since a video. I just never realized that moving and, you know, organizing and renovating was going to take so long. Hope everyone is having a wonderful Wednesday. Love you guys. Almost forgot, guys. So I wanted to let you know, I'm going to start working on invoices today, Wednesday, finishing them up tomorrow from last week. I do invoice once a week. So I just wanted to let you know I haven't forgotten. If any of you need me to invoice you right away, you can always reach out to me, and I can get that done for you. But in case there's any new buyers, I can't remember if there are. I do invoice once a week because I do multiple sales a week. So anyway, thanks guys. Again, love you all.